G'day Australia, I'm Korum E and today I'm at Audiocom Balcatta where we've just fitted up a 9-inch bespoke custom audio unit to a Volkswagen dash. The reason I want to show you this bad boy is because to explain something very important. There are out there two major ways of doing the upgrade in this dash. Either we can get a generic Japanese unit like an Alpine or a Kenwood or a Sony, and with fitment adapters install it into the dash to fit into this space. This has been the commonplace way that many places will do. If you go to your local Autobahn, that's how they'll quote you up. But that limits a lot of functions, particularly on these European vehicles where there's a lot more available if you use the right type of unit. Now this is a custom fit bespoke unit specific for this Volkswagen. It's a Volkswagen, what are we in? A Volkswagen Transporter. And you'll notice, first of all, that it's a bigger screen than your 7-inch units. And it's just engaged something there, which is a great feature I'll point out later. So it's a little bit of a bigger screen than your generic 7-inch Japanese units. And it's got rather than needing a fitment adapter, it's built for the vehicle. It fits that specific space very, very neatly. Now, the other bit which makes this very important as a good upgrade is it's got a vehicle-specific data interface, which gives you a higher level of interactivity between this unit and the car. For instance, if we make adjustments to the climate control, it brings up the climate control overlay on the aftermarket audio unit. So it gives you a full indication of what's going on. Now, you saw there when one of the young guys walked past the front of the vehicle, it engaged the parking sensors on here. So I'm just going to put this into reverse now to engage the parking sensors here. The reverse camera here, which we've also fitted as an upgrade to this vehicle. Now you'll notice that it brings up a nice big camera view, but it also brings up the parking sensor information as an overlay over the top of the camera image, which is another feature you cannot get if we put a generic Japanese unit in here. And I'm just going to get the young fella to walk past the front of the car. Now, Austin, can you walk past the front of the car to show off these parking sensors, please, mate? So when Austin walks past the front of the car, it brings up the parking sensor information as an overlay over the top of the reverse camera image. Very helpful when you're trying to maneuver the vehicle. All good, bud? Now, you'll also notice that this has full active trajectory reverse lines. So when I operate the steering wheel, the lines will change trajectory to give you an indication of where the vehicle's going when you're reversing. If we go back to our main interface now, it just resumes all sorts of normal functions, AM, FM radio, music, Bluetooth, and those sorts of things. Now, it's important to realize that you will see these things out there on the internet very, very cheap. It's important to understand that these are not all created equally. As with everything in life, you get what you pay for. There are cheap ones of these, you'll see them for a couple of $100, and the picture looks very similar to this, but the product is awful. They've got very poorly capable processors, low amounts of random access memory, which means it runs slower and its boot time is very slow. They can glitch or lag. There are high quality ones of these you'll see for many more hundreds of dollars that work very, very well. Price is comparable to your Alpines and your Kenwoods and your Sonys. And the reason they're price comparable to those is because the quality of the unit is much better. They have a high quality processor. They have a digital signal processor built in, so your acoustic quality is much higher. They have important things like Bluetooth 5.0, which this unit has. So your Bluetooth performance is very, very good. This is a great performing unit. We've tested the Bluetooth already and it performed above average. Now, one of the main reasons why you will want one of these new units is because it has Apple Carplay and Android Auto, which is the most legal way that you can operate and interface with your multimedia while on the road. So, with an Apple Carplay unit, when you dock your phone like this, the unit will enter Apple CarPlay mode, which gives you full control of all of your phone functions on the touchscreen. Functions like Google Maps, Messages, you've even got Apple Maps there, but no one uses Apple Maps because they're no good. Google Maps is the best map platform, and all the interface is completely available from your screen. It is voice control, so instead of typing in an address, you will simply ask it to navigate home, navigate to work. You've got full access to your audio multimedia like Spotify. Your whole Spotify interface comes up on screen and is available via touch and via voice. You can send text messages via voice. It'll read messages out to you via voice. This is the same for Apple Carplay and Android Auto. You're viewing the Apple Carplay interface now, but Android Auto is almost exactly the same. And of course, it still performs all your regular audio video functions as you would expect. Very good quality unit. As I mentioned, they're not all created the same, so don't get spooked out there by the cheap ones of these that you'll see, or don't get tricked by the cheap ones of these that you'll see. $200, $300, $400. They look very similar. They even look similar when you pull them out of the box, but when you try to operate it, the performance is extremely low. You need to get ones with a high quality octa-core processor, high levels of RAM, 4 gigabytes or more, and a few other build quality tricks going on, high resolution, that let these operate well and give you a good user experience, comparable to the Japanese style units like a Kenwood or a Sony. We have these available at all the Audiocom stores. If you want to have a bit of a play with one, come down to Audiocom, let us show you how this can perform in your car. We've got a huge range of bespoke units as well as all the big brands. We've got heaps of Sony, Clarion, Alpine, Kenwood, all sorts in stock. We can put together a solution for you that is best suited to your needs, so come see us and check it out. If you're one of our remote customers abroad or on the East Coast or in New Zealand, shopping online, you can check out the entire range at audiocom.online, and all of these packs, this unit and heaps of other multimeter upgrades, as well as heaps of DIY speaker and amplifier upgrade packs, are all there available for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something. I hope this has shed some light on what you can do and what you should do in your dash to get a good multimedia upgrade and to stay as legal as possible on the road. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I want to see you again here soon.